era.Dahlhaus, a musicologist from Berlin, was one of the major contributors to the development of musicology as a scholarly discipline during the post-war era. Dahlhaus was born in Hanover. His education was interrupted by the Second World War, where he served on the front and as an anti-aircraft auxiliary. He completed school exams through a special program designed for those engaged in combat. He showed an interest in band literature and was exceptionally well-read. After the war, he first studied law, later musicology at the University of Göttingen and Freiburg im Breisgau. His thesis at Göttingen in 1953 concerned the masses of Josquin. In the 1950s he was a co-founder of the Darmstadt New Music Festival. After a period as a dramaturg at the German Theatre in Göttingen from 1950 to 1958, a job obtained on the recommendation of Bertolt Brecht, he became musical editor of the Stuttgarter Zeitung, a newspaper, from 1960 to 1962. From 1962 to 1966 he served as a research assistant at the State Musical Research Center at the University of Kiel. He earned a professorial grade from that university, where he investigated the origins of harmonic tonality. In 1967 was hired as professor in music history at the Berlin Institute of Technology. Dahlhaus wrote 25 books, more than 400 articles, and contributed to 150 other works on a wide range of subjects, though the majority of these on the history of Western music and particularly that of the 19th century. He was very interested in the work of Richard Wagner and his ideas about musical drama as a total artwork, and how a new language on society and politics was being formed through the work of so-called modernist composers, that art was no longer just art for art's sake. His other favorite topics included music theory, the aesthetics of music, and the prehistory of new music. Dahlhaus was honored with the Order of Merit of the Federal Republic of Germany, a Blue Max, and accepted into the German Academy. In 1987, he was awarded the Frankfurter Music Prize. He died in Berlin. Bibliography of Dahlhaus's writings. Dahlhaus, Karl, 1979. Richard Wagner's Music Dramas. Translated by Mary Whittle. Cambridge and Amp, New York. Cambridge University Press. 1980. Between Romanticism and Modernism, 4 Studies in the Music of the Later 19th Century. Translated by Mary Whittle. Berkeley, University of California Press. 1982. Aesthetics of Music. Translated by William W. Austin. Cambridge and Amp, New York. Cambridge University Press. 1983a. Analysis and Value Judgment. Translated from the German by Siegmund Laveri. New York, Pendragon Press. 1983b. Foundations of Music History. Translated by J.B. Robinson. Cambridge and Amp, New York. Cambridge University Press. 1985. Realism in 19th Century Music. Translated by Mary Whittle. Cambridge and Amp, New York. Cambridge University Press. 1987. Schoenberg and the New Music. Essays. Translated by Derek Puffett and Alfred Clayton. Cambridge and Amp, New York. Cambridge University Press. 1989. 19th Century Music. English translation by J. Bradford Robinson. Berkeley, University of California Press. 1989. The Idea of Absolute Music. Translated by Roger Lustig. Chicago, University of Chicago Press. 1990. Studies on the Origin of Harmonic Tonality. Translated by Robert O. Erdingen. Princeton, N.J. Princeton University Press. 1991. Ludwig van Beethoven, Approaches to His Music. Translated by Mary Whittle, Oxford, Clarendon Press, New York, Oxford University Press. Dethridge, John and Carl.Dahlhaus, 1984. The New Grove Wagner, New York, W. W. Norton.